Hey guys, and welcome back to the next video. Today I had some hard stuff to be done this morning, so we have this evening session. Hope you're all doing great, and we are beginning the new story. Compliments of the season. Let's begin. There are no more Christmas stories to write. Fiction is exhausted, and newspaper items, the next best, are manufactured by clever young journalists who have married early and have an engage, 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 engagingly pessimistic view of life. Therefore, for seasonable diversion, we are reduced to two very questionable sources: facts and philosophy. We will begin with whichever you choose to call it. Children are pestilential, 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 pestilential. Children are pestilential little animals with which we have to cope under a bewildering variety of conditions. Cope under. Especially when childish sorrow overwhelm them, are we put to our wits' end. We exhaust our paltry store of consolation, and then beat them, sobbing to sleep, sobbing, sobbing. Then we grovel in the dust of a million years and ask God why. Thus we call out of the rat trap. As for the children, no one understands them except one old maids, hunchbacks, hunchbacks, and shepherd dogs. Now come to the now come the facts. In the in the case of of the rag doll, the rag doll, the tatter the ma tatterdemalion, tatterdemalion, who knows? And the 25th of December. On the 10th of that month, the child of the millionaire lost her rag doll. Rag doll. There were many servants in the millionaire's palace on the Hudson, and these ransacked the house, ransacked the house and grounds, but without finding the lost treasure. The child was a girl of 5, and one of those perverse, perverse little beasts that often would wound the sensibilities of wealthy parents by fixing their affections upon some vulgar, inexpensive toy instead of upon diamond sudden automobiles and pony phaetons. 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 The child grieved sorely and truly, and think inexplicable to the millionaire, to whom the ragdoll market was about as interesting as Bay State gas, and to the lady, the child's mother, who was all for form. That is nearly all, as you shall see. The child cried inconsolably, inconsolably, and grew hollow-eyed, knock-kneed, sp- spindling, and Corey Kilverty, Corey Kilverty, in many other respects. The millionaire smiled and tapped his coffers confidently. The peak of the output of the French and German toy markets was rushed by special delivery to the mansion. But Rachel refused to be com- comforted. She was weeping for her rag child, and was for a height protective tariff against all foreign foolishness. Then doctors, with the finest beside manners and stopwatches, were called in. One by one they chattered fu- futilely, 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 chatters futilely about peptoma, peptomanganate of iron, peptomanganate of iron, and sea voyages, and hip hypophos hypophosphates phosphates hypophosphates until their stopwatches showed that Bill Randard was under the wire of show or place. Then, as a man, they advised that the ragdoll be found as soon as possible and restored to its mourning patient. The child sniffed a therapy, therapeutics, p, therapeutics, therapeutics, chewed a thumb and waited for her Betsy. And all this time, cablegrams were coming. Cablegrams were coming from Santa Claus saying that he would soon be here and enjoining us to show a true Christmas spirit and let up on the pool rooms and policies, tone-tight policies, and platoon systems long enough to give him a welcome. Everywhere the spirit of Christmas was diffusing itself, diffusing. The banks were refusing loans. The pile brokers had doubled their gang of helpers. People bumped your shins on the streets with red sleds. Thomas and Jeremy bubbled before you on the bars where you waited on the food. Holy waiters of hospitality were hung in windows of the stores. They were they who had them were getting out there first. You hardly knew which was the best bed in balls, three-eyed moth or snow moth. Moth. It was no time at which to lose the ragdoll of your heart. If Dr. Watson's investigating friend had been called in to solve this mysterious disappearance, he might have observed On the millionaire's wall, a copy of the vampire. That would have quickly suggested by induction, induction, a rag and a bone and a hank of hair. Flip, a Scotch terrier, next to the rag doll in the child's heart, frisked, frisked, frisked through the halls. Frisked. The hank of hair. Hank. Hank. Do you remember the word hank? And I don't. The hank of hair. Aha, X. The unfound quantity represented the rag doll, but the bone? Well, when dogs find bones, they done. It were an easy and fruitful task to examine Flip's for fit. Look, Watson, earth, dried earth, dried earth between the toes. Of course, the dog, but Sherlock was not there. Therefore, it devolves. Therefore, it devolves. By topography and architecture must intervene. 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 The millionaire's place occupied a lordly space. In front of it was a lawn, closed moved, M-O-W-W-E-D, as a Scotch Ireland man's face 2 days after a shave. At one side of it and fronting on another street was a pleasance trimmed pleasance please sounds please sounds trimmed to a leaf, and the garage and stables. The Scotch pup had ravished the rag doll from the nursery, dragged it to a corner of the lawn, dug a hole, and buried it after the manner of careless undertakers. There you have a mystery solved, and no checks to write for this hypodermical wizard of Phippon notes to toss to the sergeant. Then let's get down to the heart of the thing. Tiresome readers, the Christmas heart of the thing. Tiresome. Alright guys, thank you for joining today and see you tomorrow on the next video. Bye.